Hey guys, it's your pal, Funky McClunky, and today I'm starting what will probably become a new series of videos here on my channel called something like Artist Spotlight, or Creator Focus, or people who make really amazing stuff that I like and am secretly jealous of their amazing talents. Something like that. Anyway, let's get started. I get asked all the time, hey Funky, do you sell fully painted figures? And my answer 95% of the time is no, because I just don't have the time, honestly, to offer that kind of service. So I keep designing figures and I keep selling them and putting them out there. And if somebody wants a fully painted figure and they can't paint it themselves, then I have a few guys that I recommend that will paint my figures for customers for an additional fee. And it occurred to me recently that not only do I have a backlog of my own figures that I need to paint for myself, just for my own collection, just to have, but I also don't have here on hand any of my figures that have been painted by these really talented dudes that I recommend all the time. So I started taking a few steps to remedy that situation and trying to get my hands on some of these figures. The first guy who's gotten back to me with a batch of them, holy cow, guys, it's Greg from, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Ouroboros Customs. His figures are incredible. The way he paints my figures and figures from Vivid Motion and Trash Compactor, he really does an excellent job of nailing that Kenner style. I mean, the color scheme, the sheen, the eyes, he does a fantastic job on those teeny tiny little eyes that always give everybody a lot of trouble. But anyway, his work is incredible. I've seen it on his Instagram page all the time. And I've been jealous because he does, frankly, a better job painting my figures than I do. Had to get my hands on some of them. And a box arrived with 6 figures. They're some of my Jabba's Goons figures that I made a few months back. And man, these things are absolutely incredible. So I'm going to walk you through them. I'm going to show you what they look like, the fantastic paint jobs that he did, and then of course in the description below I'll link to his Instagram page so that you can check it out. So here we go. Now up first we have Nizuk Beck, which he's one of those dudes that shares a costume with a few other characters from these Jabba scenes, and I'm not entirely convinced they're intended to be different characters. But anyway, that's a story for another time. Look at this paint job. I mean, that shade of yellow, the face, the beard, man. This is Yacht's Orin, and the only source images we have of this guy are very grainy, but I think that the color choices that Greg made here are spot on with what Kenner would have done for this figure if they made it back during the Return of the Jedi line. Look at that. Next up is Fozak. Again, great color choices. Look at that red, the way the red just pops, very Kenner-esque. The skin tone's good. And when he spins back around here, you can get a good look at his eyes. Doing the types of eyes on the darker skin with the white and the black is very hard. All right, unnamed barge guy that tries to challenge Luke. I love the color choices here. It pops, it's bright, very much like Kenner would have done back then. Just fantastic work. The skin tones are great too. This is the Skiff Mercenary. I probably should have made his bandoliers a little bit bigger. Those details are a little small for what Kenner would have done, and I was afraid they'd be too difficult to paint, but Greg nailed it. I mean, he got in those nooks and crannies, and the detail work is just fantastic. Look at that. Really good. And then finally we have the sail barge gunner with his funky furry Russian hat that he shouldn't be wearing in the desert, but that's a story for another time also. Great color choices on his outfit. It's muted, but not like drab. I don't know, it just fits. It just looks really good. And here they are all together in their glory. I mean, look at that. They fit right in with all the figures that Kenner officially released for the Return of the Jedi line. They look bright, fresh, clean, very Kenner-esque. I love it. I can't wait to get the rest of my Jabba goons painted up, either by myself or others, because this is really inspiring. Look at that. Well, guys, I'm trying to record the last bit of my video here, but my numbskull gingerballs friend here has decided that this is the time he wants to come sit on my desk. So anyway, this is French Fry 8000, everybody. You know, you know. Anyway, the figures, killer, right? I mean, what do you guys think? French Fry likes them. I mean, these are incredible. And start next week, maybe not next week, the next video I make will be featuring the paintwork of a different painter on some of my figures. Can't wait to show you guys what I got there. And in the meantime, if you want Greg at Ouroboros Customs to do this magic on my figures, then I'm going to put a link down in the description. You can shoot him a note on through Instagram and work with him to get this kind of thing out of him, because it's just fantastic work. I love having these in the collection. It's super awesome. Hit the comments below. Let me know what you think of these guys. And until next time, stay funky, everybody.